Imagine being awakened by your alarm. You thought still 5 a.m., but it's already 6. You forgot you snooze it. You need to hurry to prepare, eat your breakfast, take a quick bath, and when you reach the nearest bus terminal, this is the scenario you see. You took up the challenge, standing and pressing a bus like a can of sardines. And this is for almost 2 grueling hours of traffic. Finally, after another jeepney ride, you arrive at your office, past the grace period. You are late. Fast forward, it's now 5 p.m. Time to log out. You have two choices. Either you ride a jeep or be stuck in traffic or walk in a distance of 1.8 kilometers for about 25 minutes just to get to the bus stop. There, you have to wait for probably about 30 minutes underneath the MRT Ayala station. If it rains, add another 30 minutes to your waiting time. Hooray! Your bus going to Cavite has finally arrived. Add another 2 hours to your travel. You are finally home. Repeat this from Monday to Friday. What do you feel? What will you feel?
Stress.
Stress,
Exhausted.
Joss? Yes,
Exhausted.
you're probably stressed out. That was my exhausting daily routine for almost 2 years when I was working in an office in Ayala until I decided enough is enough. I will work from home. Hello, everyone. I'm John Michael M. Sales, your second presenter for today with the topic Working in Jocks, the life of working from home. You might be asking, what is working in jocks? It means working just in your underwear. I do apologize for those who tried to Google it. I warned you for last week. Anyway, it's just an expression when you're not bothered anymore on what you're gonna wear, especially if you're working from home. But some people do it literally though. This is actually my first time to wear something like this at work. I usually wear this on Sundays. As I mentioned, I worked for 2 years in the office. Traffic, stress were just few of the reasons that made me decide to work from home. That was 2010. It was a of faith for me because it was not usual back then. I've been in the website development industry for over 12 years now. 10 of those 10 of those were working from home and remotely, meaning I can work wherever I want as long as I have my laptop and a reliable internet connection. December of 2018 was a life-changing date for those working at the home setup. Republic Act number 11165, also known as Telecommuting Act, was signed by the President to encourage companies to work remotely outside the workplace arrangement for their employees while receiving the same benefits of those working at the office, which was not my experience before. No work, no pay for 10 years, no sick leave, no vacation leave, no paid holidays. I'm the one who pay for my taxes, SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, contribution. This law was very beneficial for us. It protects our working rights. But now I'm in good hands. I'm a WordPress developer at Huli. Now, I want you to look at these pictures. If you're going to choose between the three, what scenery you want to see when you pick in your window? Imagine you're working at home and this is the view outside. I left the link of those pictures in the chat box. I want you to change your virtual background to the one you're liking. Okay, we will go back to those towards the end. Now, let's get down to business. I can talk for the entirety of my time about the pros and cons of working from home, but you can just simply Google it. What I really love to discuss to you is these things. First, tips in working from home. I've been working from home for over a decade now. Been there, done that. That's why I want to give you a few tips for you to be helped. Second, more tips for working from home. I believe in the saying, people learn from their mistakes, but the wise learn from the mistakes of others. So I want you to save from the troubles I've been through in the past 10 years with these tips. And third and last, if you still didn't get it, just download and watch the video that Sir Rod will email in the next hour and review the clip, okay? Tips for working from home. First, first word Four-letter word starts with the T with an M. Any guess?
Time.
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 Yes, correct. Time. We always hear the saying, Time is Money by Benjamin Franklin. We have 8 hours to work, 8 hours to sleep, and another 8 hours to do whatever we want. But we should treasure time, value it. I remember Sir Denver advised us during the feedback session for the procrastinator topic. Set a work schedule on your optimum hours, your most efficient time. I want to add, but don't forget and let others know of your working hours. You might be a night owl working in the wee hours of the morning when everyone else is asleep. You came across some issues that needs to be discussed right away and no one can help you. Always inform your team. How to treasure your time. Hate late and be on time, especially on meetings. I really hate it when I'm late. Whenever I have a face-to-face appointment, I make sure I'm an hour or 30 minutes early. For an online meeting, at least 10 minutes early. If you're gonna set a time for a meeting, in this book, Scaling Up, Mastering the Rockefeller Habits by Vern Harnish, he recommended to set a meeting at an odd time, like 8:08 or 10:16. People are more likely to be on time than if you schedule a meeting quarter hour or half hour. Josh and Julie experienced that when we set a meeting for Beach Me at an odd time. Remember? Also, respect rest. There's a season for everything. There's a time for work, a time to rest. I hope that those single ladies and gents, you sleep 8 hours a day. Once you get a family of your own and a baby, it will be just your number one desire. Rest because you have to be productive with your time tomorrow, not just because you're so tired of the things you have already done. But please don't oversleep. Don't be a sluggard and sleep all day. Resting is not just sleeping, it's also enjoying. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Enjoy your weekends. Have fun. Value yours and others' time. Second tip for working from home, six-letter word, starts with an I and ends with a T. Any guess? Invest. If you're working from home, you need to invest in two things. First, invest in your rig. Invest in your tools and equipment. The good news is the company got us covered. If you want portability, get a laptop. If you want a workstation at a lower cost, get a desktop. Build one piece by piece. You can check out forums like tipidpc.com for guides. Just search for Help Me Build My Rig. My personal trusted store in the Philippines, PC Hub in Gilmore and in Fairview, and DynaQuest. They do have cash and delivery. I also buy stuff online in flagship stores in Lazada and Shopee. Just check for reviews. Add the items to your wish list and wait for flash sales. Also, if short power interruption is common in your area, get a UPS, an uninterrupted power supply. It's a bit pricey, but you can save your time, especially your work. Just make sure your modem or router is also connected to it. In case of a power surge or a voltage fluctuation, get a servo type AVR to protect your equipment. Always have a backup plan for your devices, especially for your internet connection. If you can and if you want to, get two internet service provider. It's costly but effective, or better get a portable Wi-Fi just in case your main ISP got connected. Also, second thing to invest is invest in yourself. Invest in learning. Learn a new language, a new skill, a new method. I remember buying DVD of lynda.com tutorials like Learn PHP, MySQL Essentials during my college days. Do you know that we have a lynda.com account? I already completed two short courses already. UI UX Essential and Interactive Design for Web. Start a course today. Finish a course every month. Learn from training videos, YouTube tutorials. Learn from your peers, from your team members. As Sir Jojo said a few weeks ago, if you're not working, if you're not growing, you are not decaying. You are decaying, sorry. Let me add a bit more. If you're not learning, you will be left behind. It doesn't rhyme, but it makes sense, right? What I know yesterday or today might be obsolete tomorrow or in the near future. In my 2 months in Huli, I'm very thankful that I learn a lot with our free prep centers, even with their feedbacks. Make this a habit. Learn something new every week. Read a book. Listening is learning. Listen to people's stories. I'm sure you will learn a lot. Invest in your equipment and take good care of them. Invest in yourself and never ever stop learning. My last tip for working from home, 7 letter word, start with a P and ends with a M. Any guess?
Perform.
Perform. Whatever schedule you set, whatever you invested, whatever you learn, if you will not perform 100%, all will be wasted. Yes, I know it's really hard to work 100% at home when there's a lot of distraction. The rooster crows, the dog bark, all hail, all hell break loose. Especially when this one cries and poops. Real talk, it happens once, 10 minutes before the meeting ends. That's why you have to tell your family members your work schedule, when you should not be disturbed and need silence or any assistance. But for those outside your control, just adjust with them. Either you soundproof your room or work in a quiet hour. Oh, did I mention? Our house is in front of a public elementary school. Before, my alarm clock were students singing the national anthem and doing their morning exercise with a tune of Energy, Energy, Energy Gap by James Reed. This is a habit you need to do to boost your performance. Have a P. Plan, execute, evaluate. Plan what and how you will work tomorrow. Execute your plan, but be flexible with for any changes. At the end of the day, evaluate what are the things you have done, which are approved, which needs to be improved, and needs to be removed. The plan and then plan again based on your evaluation. That's how you should perform. Even you're working from home, you are not alone. Communicate with your team. Ask for help if you need to, and be available to extend help as well. Be honest and have a high work integrity. My moral compass at work is Apostle Paul's word in his epistle to the Colossians. Work willingly at whatever you do, as though you are working for the Lord rather than for people. Remember, for the Lord will give you an inheritance as your reward, and that the master you are serving is Christ. Finally, working from home or in the office, we should always keep these principles. Value yours and others' time. Invest in your equipment and skills. Perform your best, and even no one is watching you. Be better every day. Be thankful that you have a work today. Do you know that 27.3 million Filipinos lost their job due to the pandemic? Be thankful because you are working from home while others take the risk outside because they need to walk for long distance just to get to work. Pay it forward. As we are blessed, be a blessing to others, especially those who are in need. And one more thing. Remember those three pictures I've shown you in the beginning? Those are located in the Philippines. One is in Pinoy An Falls in Bislig, Surigao del Sur, Gigantes Island in Iloilo, Mount Pulag in Cabayan, Benguet. Now, you know where our next company outing could be. Any like sign from Sir Jojo, Sir Rod? Kidding aside, tomorrow is August 19th, late President Manuel L. Quezon's birthday. The man considered the father of our national language, Filipino. And with the celebration of buwan ng wikang pambansa, let me end with these words. Huwag maging dayuhan sa sarili nating bayan. When this pandemic ends, don't just work from home or in the office. Work remotely, travel, have fun, take a vacation, support our local tourism industry. Because it's more fun in the Philippines, and obviously, it's more fun working at home in Huli. But please, don't work from home just in your jobs. Thanks, team. God bless Huli.